Today, on this video, I will be putting $36,000 into a Memecoin, and I will explain my full thought process. I will explain to you how people you trust, how people you follow actually push you to be their exit liquidity, actually tell you to buy its 200 million market cap, 300 million market cap base Memecoin. So you can wait for your 2x at 400 million, at 600 million, and they will already have 200x's, 300x's, 400x's, and they will be waiting for you. They will be waiting for you to take your 2x profits and not be dumping a dime, not be dumping a fucking cent on your head straight away, right? This is how this world works. Baschain narrative. Let's go everyone to base because it's so shiny, it's so cool. We will have so many retail users. We will have airdrop. No one the fuck knows when. It's so going to be so fucking great. We will make all so much money. Zero-sum game. No new money are coming into the market. Retail got robbed by Solana Cabal around 2 to 3 weeks ago. They're just taking your money straight away from your pocket into their pocket, screaming Baschain. Just print on Baschain, right? I will tell you about the token that these people are accumulating currently. They're using your money, pushing you into Baschain. They're taking profits in your money and they're putting your money into this token, and I'm going into this meme token that I'm going to tell you about right now. Do you know why they're doing this? In order to start yelling at you, screaming at you about this new token, about this new chain in a month from now. Use you as exit liquidity one more time. Imagine how well this game is structured in the first place. They don't have to do anything. They can throw 1k at 500k market cap token. They can use all of your money. So you would buy into this crap. They will take your profits. They will reposition into next narrative. And then they will just rinse and repeat with anonymous profile pictures on Twitter. That's everything they're doing. Calling themselves a very great, awesome fucking traders. Right? Traders or traitors, you might ask. And the token, the Memecoin I wanted to tell you about is actually Andy on Solana. Because Andy on Solana is the exact same token as Brett, as Wolf, as Pepe, right? It will be able to piggyback Pepe on Solana, the most trusted chain with zero scams, with zero wash trading, with zero untruthful lying volume information, right? With each and every of your transactions just going through right way, with zero downtimes in the whole history of the chain. They always were to reboot it, right? Andy on Solana is your choice to financial poverty, right? I'm obviously joking. I don't want to say anything about any project, although I did say something. I do think that Andy on Solana team, they're working, they have their own share of the market, guys that are doing stuff on Solana, right? They have the teams, they have exchanges, they have market makers, they have sponsorships. So to a certain extent, I think they will still be doing well. But I'm going to tell you about Andy and not on Solana, because Andy is a yellow character and yellow character should be on a yellow chain. What it's Binance Smart Chain? No, it's not. It's not Binance Smart Chain, right? The same way Brett is a blue character on blue chain. Let's see what will happen with Brett, right? Let's see. The same way as Wolf is red character on red chain, which is AVAX, not Optimism, right? It's AVAX in the first place. The same way Andy should be on yellow chain as well. Let me actually show you something. Let me actually show you how for $49 a month, you could have multiplied your money 6 times. Imagine the type of opportunity you were exposed to. Here is my private Discord. You can access it at $49 a month. $49 a month. This is the call that I was given 10 days ago. You did have an option to 6x your money in 10 days. And everything was just happening for $49 a month. So crazy. High risk, do your own research. Andy on Blast chain. Blast is Ethereum layer 2 with 1 billion in total value locked already. It's larger than most of the chains. It's larger, it's so close to your Solana in total value locked, and it's not even live. It does not even have the token yet. If you remember interview with Alex from Godbit, he mentioned he's quite bullish on Blast itself. Andy is the fourth character from the original artist of Pepe. Pepe, Brad, Wolf, and Andy. I know a couple of whale communities, same type of people who are pushing you right now into Baschain to use you as their exit liquidity, to take your money, because they were working hard. They were working so hard to get this type of following on Twitter, hiding behind the anonymous profile pictures, right? And it's currently that I've been accumulating Andy and this time. Don't think they put in much, but at the same time, you don't need to put much as well in the meme so early. Well, you don't need, but I did. I put $36,000 into a meme token on the chain that does not even have the token of the chain. You might view me as extreme degenerate, way worse than these Solana boys buying all this crap metas on Solana, right? In time, you would actually understand that I'm a fucking genius, a visionary, right? Right now, I'm just insane. I'm just a fucking degenerate. Andy on Blast was as high as 10 million market cap and is currently at about 2 million. This is something I like a lot. If you actually have the option to spot some narrative in the meme token, understand that it's a blue chip narrative. Check out how the team is behaving. Check out what are the things that are happening. See first wave of this token. See it's going down 80%. See it's not dying and buy when it's actually at the lows. That's the best opportunity. Make sure that it's a blue chip narrative from the fact that it will surge up, back like crazy. Just fucking hold. Don't take profits after you 2x. Why do you need profits? Why do you need your initials out after 2x? Tell me. Do you understand what stage of the market are we in at this stage? You need to take as much risks as you only can. Time to take profits is actually later in the market cycle, in the later stages of the market cycle. This is core type of behavior that you should implement yourself. Right now, be a fucking degenerate. Just buy into stuff, as much stuff as you can. 80-70% racks, 2 to 3 picks, they will make out for anything. For all the stuff that pretty much racked. Use leverage, just throw your money without any research. Just understand what is happening right now. The closer you go to the end of the cycle, and the more people you would actually start to see repeating this type of behavior, being fucking degenerates, start to take your profits. Start to take something out of the table. Although I do think we are going to 700,000 Bitcoin this cycle, I do think too many people are just very sure that we will be at 120k, 150k, and they will be taking the profits, and they're so smart with the 120, 150k targets. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they will take the profits at these levels. Therefore, after that, we might be seeing a dump, a sideways section, and then after we would surge like crazy. And they will be forming back in because they're so smart, they're from previous cycles, they know what is happening. Market does not ever gives you something that a lot of people are very sure about. The price of Bitcoin is going to be this cycle. The crazier this cycle is going to be, the more people will die in 2 years after the end of the cycle. Just cut this part in the video, recheck in 3 years from now, and say, Stan, you were so fucking right. Thank you very much. I was able to move from this area into a safe place. I saved me and my family. I made so much money in crypto, and I'm actually alive instead of all of my friends at my previous place of living, right? Now there is also Andy on Solana with a market cap of 25 million and partnership with Godbit. If you want to buy, please don't get scammed. Go on the official Twitter page on Andy on Blast. There is a guide on how to buy in the first post. Just follow the steps. You'll need to bridge Ethereum to Blast and buy after that. My entry point is actually higher than the current market cap. I think I was buying at around 2.5 million market cap and 3.5 to 3.7 million market cap. So I'm actually, if you're in this Discord, I'm actually allowing you to dump on me because this call was given at 2 million market cap and larger chunk of my Andy on Blast I was actually buying at 4 million market cap. Here's me buying the token. I was buying 25k at 4 million market cap, basically just one buy, and then I also added $10,000 when the token went down to 2 million market cap. Basically did 2x down, and I added $10,000. So you don't only get the option to be exposed to this type of information that 6x multiplies your money in 10 days, right? But at the same time, you get to dump on me as well. That's a very, very great opportunity. That's not something you would see with all these influencers, all these guys on Twitter, because if they're telling you about something, man, they got the bags already. They make sure they bought, they make sure their friends bought, they make sure their family bought, they made sure their kids bought, they made sure their grandparents bought, they made sure that dog and cat and cow and all the animals that they have, they bought already. They made sure that ants inside their houses, they bought already before sharing it with you, because the only thing they need to do is actually dump on you, push you into a narrative that it is that already, that it is at the local top, in order to then take your money and push you into something else and dump on you one more time, right? We can see that Andy on Blast just cracked it from 11 million market cap to 8.6 million market cap, from 12 million market cap actually, right? You know, some people, they should sell, they should take the profits. They don't see the blue chipness of this thing. They don't have conviction. They got that 2 to 3x. They don't understand market stage. They will reposition into something safer, right? They will reposition into something that will be making them money. Man, they will regret so hard. So what can be more blue chip than yellow character on yellow chain with the Blast airdrop narrative, with total value locked of $1 billion, with meme token that will be able to piggyback Pepe, with number 3 trending meme token in Blast DEX tools at this stage. Do you see this? Do you see that Andy is number 3 trending meme token? Do you understand the potential? Do you understand the narrative? Do you have conviction? Do you understand the chain of events? I need to tell you all this information. I want you to have the same level of conviction that I have from my end. At the same time, if you want to buy and if you want to take your initials out after a 2x and then I don't know, buy into something else, maybe some great new project on Solana from pre-sale on base, right? Don't do that. Don't buy in the first place. Only buy if you would have the same level of conviction. I took my initials out, not a cent more, from Bobo after 17 X's. 17. You need to let your winners ride. If you see something winning at this stage of the market so early, before the catalyst event even happened, before we had this airdrop on Blast that should be adding a bunch of liquidity, a bunch of house money into the ecosystem, which partially will be then used to play with the meme coins, play with the largest, best narrative. None of these meme tokens on Blast, they have the same narrative. None of them will be able to piggyback $40 billion meme token. Only Andy on Blast, yellow character on yellow chain, only Wolf on AVAX, red character on red chain, and only Brad on base. Let's see what will be happening with Brad, right? I have very interesting feeling on that. By the way, speaking about my Discord, which is at 49 bucks a month at this stage, right? We will most likely quite soon be increasing the prices as well. And one important thing I also want to share is that it's not the type of Discord where, you know, everyone is just waiting for my calls, and I don't want to have this type of Discord as well. I want to have high-end people, investors with alpha from different blockchains, different parts of the market, because I'm definitely not an expert in each and every part of the market, right? Actually share alpha with each other, actually talk. And I was reading through each and every message on my Discord last week, this week as well. Quality of communication is very good. Quality of information, people that are there, multiple business owners, investors, very great quality. I do love the fact that I'm attracting these type of people into the community already. And my goal is to continue attract this type of people and make sure that we would actually navigate the market moving forward. That I will actually continue to help to make money and also receive some information from people inside the community as well. Because so far, with my thesis from day one on this channel, with my Memecoin game, we are basically just crashing it. We are just crashing it with the things that are happening. When your layer 1s, layer 2s, they are like doing what, 20%, 30%? This thing just did a 6x. We have some JIT selling at this stage, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter at all. The only thing that matters is that it's a blue chip long-term meme token that you're able to buy very, very low at this stage, and you're able to hold. And whales are accumulating this thing, and they're not planning to sell. They're not planning to sell. And we still have a very, very nice catalyst event. Let's actually compare it to something you hear on Base, right? On Base, you constantly hear like, wow, it's so great. So large amount of people is actually going to come to Base. We'll have so many normies. I would be able to use them as my exit liquidity, right? Despite the fact you are being used as exit liquidity at this stage. Wow, they will have airdrop. It's going to be 40, 50, 90 billion airdrop, and all this money, it will go into my meme coins on bread, on Baschain. It might be, it will probably be happening, but no one the fuck knows where this airdrop is going to happen. My blessed thing, we do know that airdrop is happening in May around Ethereum ETF news. And Blast is layer 2 on Ethereum with 1 billion total value. Like these people who are pushing you into Baschain, just take a look at this crap. I can't imagine what type of upside you actually have when you're buying into something, when there are so many views on YouTube already. 34,000, 18,000, 8K, 22K, 30K, 50K 7 months ago. This was the time by Virtual Bacon to actually get into Baschain. This was the time. This guy with 100k views in 9 hours, he's also talking about Baschain. There are a bunch of 100k views videos about Baschain. I am an investor. I am not a trader. I do understand that if you're trading base meme coins at this stage, NFTs, you might be actually making money because all this herd of people, they might be coming to you from these YouTube videos in order to give their money away to you. I invest into blue chip meme coins in narratives that did not happen yet, but have a high chance of playing out with a great thesis that I formed myself, as well as hearing from some whale communities, hearing from some more sophisticated people, seeing what are they doing as well, right? And wait, because I do understand that the largest upside is actually connected with the fact when you're buying blue chip meme token at the start of the cycle, and then you just hold, and you enter with volume. You're doing very, very risky things because of the fact that this is the time to do risky stuff. This is the time to play with leverage. This is the time to put 50, 40, 30, 100k into meme coins, into proper blue chip meme coins, right? When buying into something, you have to understand what is your upside, what is your downside, and who you're going to exit to. Do you see any short-term people? Do you see any short-term exit liquidity for Baschain? I don't see one. I can't respond to this question. Do you know what this means? If you are entering something and you can't answer the question short-term, who is your exit liquidity? That means that the exit liquidity is you. Coinbase application ranking is 261. We definitely see a better dynamic this last couple of days. It was 328. But if you remember, at the recent local top, it was at 49 rank. Retail Kimi, they got robbed by Solana cabal, right? By all these meme coin traders, all these cool guys, right? And they left. I don't think they're coming anytime soon. I don't think they come to serve for your exit liquidity on Base. Long term, right. If you are this long-term investor and if you would be waiting for a year in your Base meme coins, in your Base projects, and you are able to not capitulate through time, and if you're able to add on the dips, and if you're buying into Base tokens at this stage, thinking that I'm actually buying in currently because I think that we still might be surging up from here. I don't want to feel FOMO, so I want to have some exposure, and I would still be able to add on some dips and things like that. That's all right. If you have this strategy, that you would be sitting in Base for at least a year. I don't think that most of you are. I think that most of you are looking to do a quick 3x, 4x, 5x, take your initials out, put somewhere else. That's also not me. I invest into meme coins. I was sitting in my bobo for 8 months. I will be sitting in my bobo for a year. Maybe taking some profits in May, in June, depending on how Ethereum would actually look like, right? Why Blast is actually the next thing. Why Thesis about anti on Blast is way better than Thesis around anything that you have on Baschain currently. That all these influencers, all these people are actually pushing you into at this stage. Man, it's so crazy because we have a defined date for airdrop. We have the narrative with Andy specifically of first character of Pepeverse that is doing quite well already. It was at all-time high recently. We just got a small correction reaching an all-time high because some people, they don't have the conviction, they're looking to exit because they were waiting for all this time to break even to exit, right? Because they bought the top, they don't understand the potential. We have $1 billion in TVL, largest chains by TVL. Let's actually check this out. Let me actually show you this. Blast number 6. 1.6560. Do you know why I'm laughing? Because this week and last week I saw so many tweets. Wow, Baschain, TVL is growing so much, and I saw this on YouTube videos as well. TVL is just surging up. Your Baschain is still number 10 and Blast is number 6. Did you understand that they're basically showing, they're like magicians, they're tricksters, they are con artists, right? What are they showing to you? They're showing you tricks. They're trying to focus you on the hands so you would not see anything else, right? At the same time, they're accumulating memes on the proper chain with a larger TVL with a defined airdrop that's going to happen in a month from now, 1.5 months from now. And using these tricks, they're actually accumulating these memes using your money because they push you into the Baschain, they use it as exit liquidity, and they put this money into these things on Blast. Man, it's so crazy to me. Well, smart guys of them, because some of them, they just got the following, they're in the right circles, they're not very smart, but smart guys, they're doing exactly something like this. Man, it's so crazy. It's so crazy to actually understand these things and see these things happen. Baschain. People who are making money on Baschain, they were entering the tokens 4 months ago. They're making bank. They're proper investors, proper traders. They just bought the lows, maybe even after first correction. They just bought into it and they're making bank. Kudos to these people. They formed a thesis, they saw the thesis, they waited until market understand the thesis, they're taking profits. It's a very nice operation. That's actually how you make money in crypto. With Andy on Blast, very simple thought process as well. With Wolf on AVAX, to be honest, I fucked up a little bit because just today I was reminded by someone close that in the office a couple months ago I was talking about Wolf on AVAX around 2 million market cap, 4 million market cap, but I didn't buy. I ended up buying at around 10 million market cap and maybe around 16, 20 million market cap. And right now, these people who are buying at 2 million market cap, they're actually taking profits. They have like 14x's at this stage. So crazy. Very well played by them as well. But I do still think that the main thing is just holding these things because narrative is so crazy. Piggybacking, $40 billion pepe that's going to just crush at this market. You can have the shittiest team ever. You can have people that are not posting memes, they don't have anything in the Telegram. People would still be buying into these projects just because of the fact that they're piggybacking this exact specific narrative. It's a very simple mind frame to have. If you were here in the last cycle, you know that we had Dogecoin, right? And then people who missed on Dogecoin, they entered Shiba, created Shiba, entered Shiba, and some Dogecoin whales, not seeing a lot of upside in Dogecoin. They were just selling the whole Dogecoin bags and getting into Shiba. Then we had Floki. Guys that missed Shiba, they pretty much just entered Floki. And percentages wise, they were actually able to outperform. We already have this chain forming. Imagine how early you are. Imagine how small is the number of people that understands that there are two Pepeverses around Pepe. 4chan, we have Bobo, Momo, Snibo, and Doda. Ethereum memes, not Solana things, right? Maybe Momo on Solana is going to do well. I know some things about it. I'm not invested. And we have 4 characters, original ones, from the original artist of Pepe. Brad, Wolf, and Andy. Wolf on red chain because it's a red character, and Andy on yellow chain because it's also a yellow character. It's so simple to understand this narrative as well. Do you understand how early you are? Do you understand that if, and from my point of view once, Pepe would be surging to $40 billion this cycle, how many people would actually feel that they missed out? And how many people would be losing their money on some derivative scams, not knowing about these blue chip projects that exist already, that you are positioning yourself in already at this stage. And you don't have to do anything. You just have to buy them and just hold. And they have their own narratives. If you believe that Blast is going to do well this cycle, you can hold. If you believe that Alex is going to do well this cycle, you can hold. If you believe that Base is going to do well this cycle, you can hold your breath easily. If you believe that Ethereum is going to do well this cycle. And Pepe is kind of this battle on Ethereum, and it was surging when Ethereum was surging. Right now, Ethereum just staying stagnant, and Pepe is surging up. And that's the main thesis that I have, because normies, retail, they don't care about your own chain stuff. They're not going to buy Pepe. Only crypto geeks will be buying Pepe on ETH, because it's definitely easier to buy Pepe with 50k, 100k, 200k on chain. You would just have better liquidity, right? And then try to buy this type of volume from the exchange. And the same thing with other derivatives of Pepe on Ethereum as well. The main one is bobo, the safest thing at this stage. So many people are underexposed. So many people still don't understand it. They're wasting the time on some Solana stuff. Well, let's actually see if Solana memes are going to be able to compete. So far they were long term. Do you understand that Ethereum is pretty much called dead, right? It's at 3.5k. It didn't surge much, if you would ask me, right? Solana is close to all-time high. Solana had done more than 20x from the lows. And their memes, they still have lower market cap, despite the fact that the liquidity combination, that they have less liquidity on things like Weave, things like Bonk, they still have lower market cap than Pepe. Do you think they will be able to compete? I don't think so. But they will probably still do well, because, man, we are in Memecoin's super cycle. This is my thesis from day one on this channel, publicly. So much money is actually going to be made, right? Summing up the whole thing, Andy on Blast, liquidity from Base will be going to Andy on Blast. Whales are acquiring Andy on Blast. No, you're not late, because I was buying at 4 million market cap. Right now it's at 8 million market cap. You're definitely not late into this thing. Don't make the same mistakes I've actually done with Brett. And we have a very, very nice catalyst for Andy on Blast. And I think soon you would start your influencers talk about these things, because you always wait for conviction. But Stan, no one is talking about this. It's only you. You are insane. Like, why the fuck I should listen to you, right? You're just crazy guy from Eastern Europe. You don't know shit. Once they talk about it, it means they already bought. The cat bought, the family bought, everyone bought. Each and every of their friend actually bought. You want to dump on influencers. You need to form your thesis, because most of them are actually not that smart. You know, when you stop to researching the market actively, when your job actually shifts from researching the market and understanding things, it just shifts to getting added to private groups and shield the shit out of some token, right? You can see that a lot of them, they're not that smart, because their job is not being smart. Their job is creating exit liquidity for the projects that they were able to bought in soon, right? In the first place. And they don't need these researching skills, because they're not making money by researching skills. They're making money by marketing skills, by making sure that the largest amount of people is getting into the token. Even some of the reasoning behind certain tokens, they don't know the material. They don't know the papers. They don't know the science. You can see that some of them don't know what the fuck are they talking about, because it's not their job. Their job is to provide exit liquidity through marketing. You have to form your own thesis. You have to be early. You have to have conviction, and you have to create your own reality, with our reality essentially turning into the reality that you created, right? Now here is a quick guide on how to buy Andy on Blast. You might say, oh Stan, it takes time, I need to bridge. Yes, you need to bridge. You need to bridge, because if it's hard to buy, there is upside in the token, because once it would be listed on centralized exchanges, it will have additional liquidity. If something is hard to buy, that is actually bullish for the project. You need to go on official Twitter page of Andy on Blast. Do not get scammed. I would actually link it under the video. In the first pinned comment under YouTube video, you would have a link to this Andy on Blast profile. This is the contract address and everything you need to do. I will do it right now just to show the whole process as well. All steps are included in the video below, links used in the video. So they have explained your video, explained the whole thing, 2 minutes, very, very easy to do. In the first place, you need to add Blast as a network in your MetaMask wallet. Here is my MetaMask wallet. I click on Ethereum mainnet and I click on Add Network. Add a network manually. Then you need to copy network name Blast. New RPC URL, just copy from this website. It's very, very easy to do. Chain ID right here as well. Currency symbol Ethereum, because it's Ethereum layer 2. Block Explorer Baschain.io as well. Save. Switch to Blast. Nice. I just added the network and I switched to Blast as well. Then what you have to do is click on the second link, orbiter.org. finance. I entered the amount of Ethereum that I actually would want to convert, right? From Ethereum mainnet to Blast. I click send, click confirm and send. The same exact process you would have on something like Base as well. You're pretty much just bridging your Ethereum from Ethereum blockchain into Blast blockchain. So my Ethereum just bridged to Blast. Then I click link number 3, which is essentially just a DEX on Blast. I click on swap and I do have Andy here already. So here I'm just putting my amount of Ethereum that I want to swap, let's say 0.005. Here the cost for the transaction is very, very low as well. I click swap and I click confirm as well. Transactions should be fast, should be cheap as well because it's Ethereum layer 2. Transaction, as we see, is coming through already. By the way, check out the user interface on this swap. I like it a lot. It's very, very great actually. Very, very nice. Just from the looks and all the icons. Professional. This is the way how you actually buy Andy on Blast blockchain. What do we have here? Best casino in the world, where you can actually win, right? You actually win here. You're actually receiving your funds. So crazy. 221 members. Generate number 93. 31 times 3. Is this second time winner? Wow, it's third time winner. Very nice. Guys, the whole process is rigged. The same as scripted game as well. You don't have chance to win, and other guys, they're winning 3 times already. Let me actually make a note here. Need to send third time. Alright, last but not least, number 56. 7 times 8. First time winner as well. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. It's definitely more emotional one as well, but I wanted to share everything that I wanted to share. I think it's an interesting thesis. And yeah, your main criteria is basically playing around Blast airdrop. So it's very, very stupid in the first place. You have narrative of Pepe, you're playing around Blast airdrop, no brainer. I threw 40k into this thing without knowing the team, without knowing the founders, without knowing anything. I just heard Pepe, Andy, yellow chain, yellow character, and Blast airdrop. Easiest thing. Blast airdrop is going to be your profit taking moment, right? I would say that you should at least wait till the airdrop on Blast and decide and see after that. If you would see that the token is definitely behaving like a blue chip, and maybe after some time after the airdrop, it will still continue to surge up, right? You might want to hold. I would be planning, if the whole thing will be playing out as I am seeing, to take my initials out plus some and just leave the rest. The only issue I have is longevity of Blast chain, but I think it's actually on purpose. I think the chain that got a 1.6 billion in total value locked already, that CEO and founder of Godbit is bullish on, I think it definitely has something underneath it. And I think it definitely might be an interesting competitor to Base. Obviously, Base has the issue of exit liquidity solved, but it does not have the airdrop. It's still too early. Retail is also not here. It's PvP environment. We're taking money from the pockets of each other. Nothing less, nothing more. Thank you very much for watching this video, my friend. I will see you tomorrow. Have a very, very nice day today. Thank you.